She described it as smelling rotting flesh. That's literally what she described it, right? And the dog is retching. And this odor of the Momo is actually so strong, according to her, that it starts wafting through the entire house. So it's coming, the odor is so strong from the tree line that it hits her, makes the dog start retching, and then is literally filling her house with this odor, right? And I'm going to take a pause right there because that reminds me of another thing that we did when I was looking at the monster out of West Virginia. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. But the people said that when they got around him, it released some kind of, stench or gas to them that made their eyes water, and it freaking took off. If anybody can remember what that episode was, I think it was one of our lives we did about a month ago, in West Virginia, monster on there. Some type of chemical attack. And it makes me think that I wonder if this is some type of feature of this creature as well, that the stink that it lets off is actually some type of defense mechanism or an offensive weapon or something to maybe, immobilize the dog somehow so it's easier to get and it's not making noise when it scoops it up. And there's other animals in the wild that do that all the time, man. The skunk is just perfect. Getting sprayed by a skunk is absolutely terrible, right? I've never had that happen to me, but I've heard people that's had that happen to, right? So it just made me think there, made me pause when I was reading the story that, maybe that this creature, Momo, actually that's one of his offensive weapons. He was actually trying to get that dog, and that stink was trying to get everybody else to go away while the dog is literally laying there convulsing and retching, right? So after that went down, right, let's get back to it. Doris finally snaps out of it. She realizes she's in danger. She's in danger. Her brother's in danger. Her brothers are still standing there frozen somehow, right? They haven't moved. So then Doris screams at them, get in the house. She screams at them, right? Come inside, right? And these boys book, man, they break. They come running right at her 100 miles an hour, man. She freaking grabs the dog, pulls the dog inside, slams the door, and then a couple of these poor Flatwood Monster. Thanks, Robert. Thanks, big guy. Flatwood Monster right there. Give it up for the chat right there. Somebody give the chat some hearts over here, man. Flatwoods Monster. Let me get back to what I was talking about. Yeah, the Flatwood Monsters did the same thing when they investigated it. They said they went up there to do it, and it released this chemical smell on it, right? And again, I thought to myself that I thought the Flatwood Monster was actually some kind of droid. This one I did. You can go back into the archives and saw that, the way they described it. But again, with this Momo creature, the stink was repulsive to Doris and the boys, made their eyes water, but it literally made the dog start convulsing and retching, right? And it was like projecting toward the house and going through the house, right? So I don't know, man. I don't know why it came to me. Maybe I just think that it was some type of maybe chemical attack that it could let go like a skunk, right? Like a predator thing. Anyways, she screams at the boys, get in the house, right? So the boys, man, they turn around and, I can just visualize in my head, man. I don't know why I think they're barefoot in my mind. I don't know why, man. So they're running towards the house as fast as they can, man. They get in there. One of the three grabs the dog, pulls the dog in. She slams the door, and then she immediately runs around the house, man. It starts, pulling down windows and locking the doors. But again, now this house is one of those old, if you ever grew up in Tennessee, right, and you see them all the time, man, like one of these old abandoned, just wooden plank houses with probably no insulation in it, right? So she rounds everybody up. The crazy thing about the story, man, is I couldn't find any reference to her parents. I couldn't find if there was any other adults in the house. From what I could tell, it was just her and her brothers, right? So if anybody else has more detail on that, if her parents are actually there, man, let me know again in the comments of the video as we get going with it. But here's the strange part. The strange part for me, right, is that when she slams the door, she locks it down, they run to a room, they're huddled up, right? This thing, she says, through the window, she's looking for it. It's not there. It's gone. She can't see it anymore. So her mind, she thinks it's coming towards them, right? So that's why she gets all her brothers together, and they're literally huddled up, and they're, trying to, stay, safe. But it didn't try to get in the house. It didn't stalk the house. It didn't rake on the house. It didn't do anything, right? And again, it leads me back to it was after that dog, right? And again, that's what I think it was looking for. It was looking for dinner. It already had, again, I know people have sensitive hearts, man, but like it had a dead dog in its hand already and it was covered in its blood, right? And I think it wanted that dog. So again, when she said that smell hit her and started going through the house, the dog was right next to her on the porch, right? And so again, this is just a theory that I have.
Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.